evolution, always preached by X, as he believed that humans should be in a constant state of evolution.
Okay, so my current focus is creation and evolution. No matter whether you realize it or not, every day you evolve.
Now we're going to take a look at each stage of X's form, similar to how a weeaboo would analyze Goku's many forms. By hair. It's no secret that different vibes and energy were portrayed by X during each color swap, and it wasn't just an outward vanity change, but internal growth as well. Even Denzel Curry mentioned something like this.
There was different eras of X. There is like black hair era, doing his thing, just coming up, just making music, you know what I mean? Then you had the blonde and black era, when all the crazy stuff started happening with the allegations, with, you know what I'm saying, the trial, the shows, the riots, the Rob Stowe situation, white hair X. That was like his evolving state. And then it went to Indigo X. He described it as Indigo X. When we talked, the last time we talked, he said the reason why he changed his hair, and he understood how it was being a bad person and how easy it was. And he was just like, I want to change. You know what I mean?
It almost feels like it was all even calculated.
If you are evoluting physically and you are not evoluting mentally, you are not doing the right thing.
A lot of people know this, so I'll briefly skim through, but X met Ski Mask in a juvenile detention center when Ski was placed in X's cell. It happened because X's previous cellmate was a happy guy. Now, X didn't mind this, but the guy was trying to get too friendly with him.
He was just staring, bro. I was naked, bro. Like, he was staring at me, you feel me?
And X wasn't with that, so he gave him a little combo.
So I start I'm strangling him, like.
And the guards saved the cellmate and were like, okay, let's switch this guy out before he catches a murder charge.
And long story short, I was gonna kill him.
And Ski was placed in X's cell. They became good friends, had freestyle sessions, and X was like, yo, let's make a career out of music, and Ski agreed. Some notable songs around this time were just New/Flock, and to my understanding, this is X's first song. XXXTentacion was born.
As far as my persona, like, it's everything to me.
During this phase of X, I don't know who woke him up on the wrong side of the bed every single day, but he was definitely on demon time. He just had gremlin energy and was just getting into trouble, but I guess he was just trying to make a name for himself. I mean, and it did get him some attention too. Around this time, X was starting to grow in the underground scene of Florida and get some attention for the shows that he would perform. Ski formed a collective named Very Rare and X formed Members Only, and apparently there was a falling out in Very Rare, and I'm not too informed on the specifics, but it merged with X's Members Only. X and Ski released Members Only Volume 1 and 2, and X also had 2 EPs out called The Fall and Ice Hotel. Look at Me was actually released in 2015 December 30th when X was in the booth with Rojas, and the beat was originally for another rapper, fun fact. In 2016, X was interviewed by Adam22 on the No Jumper podcast when both of them were starting out and on the rise. Notable songs around this time include Fuck, Goddamn, Young Brats, which, fun fact, this was apparently supposed to be the original cover art and was changed to a save frame from a video of X in a fight. Another notable song was Freddy vs. Jason, and this song was even sang between X and Ski to get out of a ticket from the cops in this video.
I need a massive straight gas and caskets, preaching the murder so light your matches.
Nasty song with a nasty poem, pretty kitty, dirty bag of bomb.
Tragic, sacrifice insanity for bastards.
A little of anything with sanity will be cast at half, but I leave
Half alive in a basket, and if you're not a savage, we'll come to the madness.
I feel like this stage was more of a continuation of the previous stage, except he was kind of on Super Saiyan mode. Like, X was starting to master his craft in the art of making music, and he kind of had a little awakening at the end too. A reminder to relax.
No, but nigga, yeah, that karma catch up to a nigga, just like Funny said, man. Karma catch up to a nigga. But on real, like, no, like, my hair is just a reminder of telling me to fucking relax, basically.
Just like he said in the video, karma catch up to a nigga, because this was when charges and allegations started to catch up to him, as he was arrested for his 2015 robbery and assault charges and was let out on house arrest, but he was arrested again for aggravated battery of a pregnant woman, domestic violence strangulation, and false imprisonment. During this time, Look at Me was already one of his biggest songs, but it started to get even more recognition and was going viral. Everywhere, people were chanting Free X, and you couldn't even escape his notorious mugshot. There was even a challenge where kids would blast Look at Me in their classrooms. The song debuted number 94 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and was his first charted single. Imagine the feeling of being released from jail and you're basically famous.
Yo, my fucking name comes up, my nigga.
I mean, a lot of people liked the song, including Drake.
Like, this nigga Drake a fuck nigga, you gotta listen to this shit. So he plays this shit, I hear da 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 in my done. I'm like, what the fuck?
Fans made a mashup of KMT and Look at Me, which you can just find on YouTube. X released this commercial mixtape Revenge, and when he was on tour, he even got knocked out on stage due to bad security. He appeared on XXL 2017 as the most voted and probably wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't in the voted spot. Look at Me went certified platinum.
You see this fucking mugshot on the platinum plaque? Yeah, bitch.
Shortly after, he released the 17 album that he promised in Alive.
Listen, so there's 3 projects I'm coming out with. 17, I Need Jesus, and Revenge.
The album was even co-signed by Kendrick Lamar. Some notable songs around this time included Look at Me, Take a Step Back, Jocelyn Flores, and Fuck Love. He did this to kind of humble himself, but I feel like this is the ugly stage. And there's always ugly stage in any kind of growth. And he was just becoming a new person during this time. The Look at Me video was released to market his song Riot. And was controversial because it showed X telling a black kid to hang the white kid. And people didn't like it for obvious reasons. Apparently he signed to Caroline Records but called it back because he wanted a label that could match the contract but with free international travel and stay. He donated over $100K to domestic violence prevention. He even stated he wasn't going to make music anymore. Ski Mask was feeling underappreciated and decided to distance himself from X.
Tell Ski Mask to be my friend again and I will make music. Tell him to be my friend again.
But I had to distance myself because it's like nobody would see me as an individual rapper.
His ex-girlfriend wanted domestic violence charges dropped, leading prosecutors to add even more charges like witness tampering and witness harassment. He then was put on house arrest again and was only allowed to go to the recording studio. Some notable songs around this time are just the remnants of the 17 album and a Ghetto Christmas Carol EP. Now I know y'all gonna say I'm glazing, but I'm not even gonna lie, he was on an elevated state during this time, surpassing the ugly stage, and it was just a new peaceful image of himself. Even in the sad video, it shows him deleting his past self. His hair looks blue, but he said it was purple when he dyed it, and I guess it just faded over time. So I'm gonna just call it Indigo. X released the Question Mark album, which debuted #1 Billboard album chart, and he was released from house arrest so he can go on tour. Sad actually reached #7 on the Billboard Top 100, making it X's first top 10 song. In April, woman claimed X hit her in a viral video that started to surface.
You changed, you're such a changed person. People can show you what they want to show you.
Apparently, the girl's grandparents called X's team and asked for $300K to remain silent about the situation. X's lawyer told TMZ, this terrified woman decides to post this video now, conveniently, when XXX becomes famous. Draw your own conclusions. But X and his legal team handled the situation very well. They sued her. He dropped the case though. One of the craziest things that happened around this time was Spotify removed X's music from their platform because of a new hate content and hateful conduct policy. People were getting mad and Kendrick even threatened to take his music off of Spotify. So Spotify folded and scrapped the entire policy. I know this was after his death, but I just wanted to throw in a little bonus event. But on the 25th of June, Sad reached #1 on Billboard Hot 100, making him the first solo artist to posthumously achieve this in 20 years since Biggie's Mo Money Mo Problems. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for future content. Peace.